Hey there. Welcome to day 5 of my Drive Electric with Dominic road trip out to Colorado. And actually, this is the last day of this first leg. So I should be arriving in Fort Collins tonight, which is my goal. Right now, I'm in Amarillo, Texas, where I made it last night. I had to drive through this crazy rainstorm last night. It went on for quite a while. A lot of heavy rain, lightning, dark roads, not well illuminated. No, none of those. It was missing a lot of those little reflectors to help you keep the lane. Anyway, made it through, but it was interesting to see the energy consumption shoot up in that rain. So it was probably in the low 300s, high 200s, 290, 30, 310. But it shot up to 350 some watt hours per mile. Then that's just like rain. It just has a huge impact, and also wind. But I think the wind was supposed to. I think I had like a 12-mile-an-hour tailwind, so it was like mostly the rain. Anyway, I thought I'd just come in this morning. So yeah, in Amarillo now. I'm not exactly sure what my next supercharger stop is. Maybe in Trinidad. I know I run through there at some point up in the south of Colorado. But anyway, yeah, let's jump in the car and get going. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I pulled in here last night, pretty low state of charge. I think it was what was it? I think 10-12%. And they have charging here on site, Tesla destination charger. Unfortunately, my PCS is failing, so I can only charge at 16 amps, like I've said in the past. So that's 3 or 4 kilowatts. Power flow. So I got up to, I think I'm up to 64% or something like that. Anyway, just thought I'd share that part of the journey as well. Okay. So I just thought I'd share a little bit of the scenery with y'all coming out of Clayton, or going towards Clayton, New Mexico from Amarillo, Texas. It is nice out here. I don't even know what to say. It's it's constantly changing, but always awesome. Over this next little rise. Looks like a burnt out windmill. Just there to the left a little bit. Y'all see that? Let me see if I can spin this around a little bit. Maybe not. I don't know what that is. Okay. Some kind of windmill thing. This is just really awesome though. Alright, time for a little check-in here. We are just coming up to the Texas border with New Mexico, and do not speed around here. Yeah, Marshal of Text Line. So, Horse Plain Corridor. And here we go. New Mexico True welcomes you. Awesome. And that landscape is beautiful, nice and flat. We're about 8.7 miles from the Clayton supercharger. But, and Clayton looks like a decent sized town, but, from here, see nothing except, there's some there's a couple of like hills way out in the distance. Maybe I can show you. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, over there in the distance. That's about all I see out here. Anyway, back on the road. Alrighty, so we made it to Clayton, New Mexico, and 378 watt hours per mile. Okay, admittedly that's a bit higher than you normally see probably, but you know, the roads are nice and smooth and quiet. Actually, that was the big thing too. The type of surface makes a big difference. So that one was very kind of quiet, and you know, you could go pretty high speeds, and you know, it didn't seem like it was that fast. It seemed plenty safe. There was barely any traffic out there, and great sight lines. So we may have burned a few more electrons than needed to do that stretch, but okay. Anyway, so yeah, gonna charge up here. Our next stop's gonna be in Trinidad, Colorado. We're at minus 37%, so I gotta get some juice in that battery, and then we'll get on the road. In Clayton, there's a really cool, the supercharger's in this really cool parking lot. It's like a ranch market or something. I'm going to take a look. Thought we'd give you a little update. I'm now, let's see, we're still outside of Clayton, New Mexico, but the landscape is kind of flattened out. There's a lot of agriculture going on right here, a lot of corn being grown. Yeah, it's not densely populated, that's for sure. Wide open sky, wide open spaces. Speed limit's 75 here. You have to keep your eye out because you'll exceed that quite easily because the road's so wide, there's so little traffic. It just, you know, you can go much faster and not be aware of it. I'm not saying I've done that. I'm just saying. Alright, time for a little check-in. We are on our way to the Trinidad, Colorado supercharger. You can get another 34 miles. So we're going from New Mexico into Colorado. We're just starting to be able to see some actual serious mountains way off in the distance. Not sure if you can see them in this picture. Maybe if I turn the camera a little bit. Yeah, you see some peaks off there in the distance. This crazy scenery, wide open spaces. There's antelope here on the side of the roads, some pronghorn. Didn't see them playing with any deer, but who knows what goes on. Yeah, it looks just awesome. Like mini tabletop mesa. So another little update. Left the what you call Trinidad superchargers, and we're headed for the Colorado Springs supercharger. The ones on the north end of town, the ones in the middle or south of town are 2.0 superchargers, so they're a bit slow, 150 kilowatts. And I think there's a parking fee, so I'm going to scoot on up to the other one, which is a version 3 supercharger. So 250 kilowatts, peak speeds, and there may be some magic dock installation happening there. I'm not sure. There's like on the app it was saying there's like 4 different stalls at a border, but there's like 16 stalls there, so there's still 12 available. So that's kind of where we're headed. What about the scenery, right? This is awesome. Little update for you. We're just about 20 miles from the supercharger at Colorado Springs, Forest Bluff. That's the one I want. Curiously, the estimated percentage of energy I have keeps jumping around from like 6% to 3%. And the instructions, we're going through some construction here on the highway, and I think it's confusing the navigation system. It wants to reroute us here and there, and yeah, this energy consumption, or the amount that we'll arrive with, is changing seemingly randomly and like quickly, like 3%, 6%, 3%, back into 6% right now. No, 4%. You know, it's just like all over the place. But anyway, it's we're going to get there pretty soon, regardless. 19 miles, and we got this beautiful scenery to look at while we go. I wish y'all could see off to the left here. I can't quite turn the camera around safely, but it's pretty sweet. All right, so we're arriving to the superchargers here in Colorado Springs. And I'm just looking here. I get this P pop up. So I'm going to push that, and it's going to park itself, I believe. Shift into reverse. Oh, it wants me to park over there. Okay, I don't want to do that. So I'll just hit my brake, turn that off actually, and see if I can get it again over here where I have an actual supercharger to back up to, because that's the whole point. Okay, so we'll press the P here, and then shift into reverse. Okay. Auto park ready. Start. Okay. And then it's just doing it. Hopefully it's watching behind me and everything. The wheel's doing all that stuff itself. Okay, it's kind of crappy there. It'll have to pull up ahead and pull back again. Yep. On the screen it says auto park in progress. I have my foot covering the brake, but I think well, that's a terrible job. Wow. At least it recognizes it's a terrible job. And will it figure it out? I don't know. There we go. That looks much better. You'd think it would do that the first time, right? You know, computers, math and physics, right? Is that how that works? All right. So we'll put that in the park and charge up. Apparently, yeah, I've got 9% charge. I was going to arrive with 3 or 6% charge, but then I got stuck in a lot of traffic there in Colorado Springs. So yeah, our energy consumption went way down. So we actually ended at the 325 watt hours per mile since the last charge, which is a little high, but we're also in the mountains, and the speed limit's 75, and we're probably doing a bit over that for most of the drive. So yeah. All right, so pumping some electrons here, and then we'll get going the last leg of the trip. All right. All right, we just finished filling up here at Colorado Springs and headed now to Fort Collins. Actually, we're going to stop in, what's that place? Boulder on the way there, and pick up some gear, and then make our way the rest of the way to Colorado Springs, which will be the end of this journey for the next couple days at least. Right, let's go. And just a little update. We're just moving along here, but if you notice in that left lane, that is an EQS SUV from Mercedes. It's got the light up emblem on the front with a light bar going all the way across. It's can't miss it at night, so you know what it is. It looks good. So we arrived in Fort Collins that night, no problems. I believe they had like 37% battery left. Yeah, it was just a great drive, and the whole trip overall from Tallahassee to Fort Collins, Colorado was just incredible. And yeah, we'll share more stats of the whole trip on the way back. But
So far, we've gone 1,897 miles, burning 550 kilowatt hours and averaging around 292 watt hours per mile, which is pretty decent. I like to keep it below 300, and even with speeds, above 75, miles an hour on the highways through Texas, especially, and some in Colorado as well, uh, below 300 is pretty decent to arrive with. So yeah, these are some roads, some driving roads from the Fort Collins area that you're looking at now, and we'll share some more of this trip with you and the journey back. So stay tuned, and we'll catch you all on the next one.